Hi, my name's Daniel. I'm 17 from Mount Maunganui and I'm learning what it takes to work in and around cranes.
Daniel's headed to HEB Construction at Mount Maunganui. HEB is a large civil engineering company. Among their many construction projects, they build roads and bridges. Daniel already has a part-time job here and he's keen to learn about cranes.
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Yeah, Marnie, HEB Structures.
Marnie Wilkinson is a crane supervisor for HEB.
I started myself as just a hammerhand. Got into the crane slowly. There's a skill there that no one can just instantly have and know everything about it. Patience is really the hardest one. It doesn't come straight away. We also need to know a lot of that, obviously the theory and the rigging behind things to know that what you're actually lifting is going to be safe. I suppose there's a lot of responsibility there. If you're running someone in a man cage and you're taking them to a certain height, the responsibilities are all on you, that you're going to bring them home safely at night.
The Mount Maunganui HEB site makes precast concrete panels and beams for structures and roading projects. Lee Lidlow supervises training here.
The precast yard that we've got here, just over to the left here, they'll make anything in this part of the yard, and everything is done with cranes moving the precast concrete around.
So time for Daniel's first driving lesson with Marnie.
Well, here we have a 7-tonne RK70, which is probably a perfect start for someone who's wants to learn the ropes. It's quite simple to drive.
Yep.
Well, as you see on your left-hand side, you've got 2 levers there. This red one is your slew, that'll make you go left and right. This one's the winch. This is boom up and boom down, so if you pull it towards you, it's going to go up. If you boom down, it'll go down. So if you want to gently hold the red lever, and if you slowly pull that towards you, without pushing this forward at all, just try and hold just that one lever. The RK70, they're so mobile and useful that even today on our major bridge jobs that they end up coming on to move moulds or put on barriers with less footprint, so that's their benefits of being light.
Yeah, that was the first time I've operated and picked up something, and it's definitely harder than it looks. So what's this crane?
This is our P&H 125-tonne yard crane. It's served its purpose out on our sites back in the day, and now it's back in our yard and does all our precast lifts.
So what's hard about driving these cranes?
You have to have the ability to be able to multitask your hands and try and do more than 3 things at the same time, as well as be able to predict hazards as they arise.
Modern cranes are complex and drivers need to commit themselves to considerable training. The Skills Organisation is there to help.
The qualifications vary, so from 12 months to perhaps 24 months. And depending on the equipment they're using and how technical the particular equipment is will depend on the length of the qualification. The support we provide to the apprentices and the trainees is varied, including literacy, numeracy, support with their reading, and then perhaps later in some of the other qualifications they do, there is also support for perhaps leadership and some management training.
Back in the yard, panels are being moved. They are extremely heavy and have to be lifted into the vertical position using a special table.
He's going to set one set of chains onto the tilt table. Then we're going to lift that tilt table up to almost the vertical, and then a guy goes up on the ladder, as we can see here, and he's always hooked on with an inertia reel to stop him from falling. He goes up there to transfer the chains onto the concrete panel. The crane operator, Stu, up there, is going to be slewing and is going to be luffing up at the same time to get that panel off the bed and up into a vertical position.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we've got a slew around over the rear of the crane and put the panel into the tow strap to support it.
HEB are building a section of the new Waikato Expressway. The largest structure of the project is the Karapiro Gully Viaduct. Today, huge casings are being hammered into the ground. They will provide the foundations to support the viaduct.
Well, we see here we've got a 280-tonne crane here. It's installing casings up the top here, which is obviously going to be our foundations for our bridge. They'll be going into maybe 30 to 40 metres into the ground.
Before they head down to the site, Daniel finds out about the signals used by the crane driver's dogman, the driver's on-ground assistant.
So that's going to be up on the hook, right?
Yep.
And this is going to be down on the hook.
Yep.
And we luff up. That's you lifting your boom up. is luff down, take the boom down. The 280 is pretty much our pride of our fleet, but it's saying that it's modern, it's got every safety feature there is, it's got cameras, but its operation isn't that fast, which is perfect for new guys as well.
This 280 is around $2 million worth of gear, and lucky for Daniel, he's getting the chance to give it a go.
This is your main hook, the auxiliary, and your boom.
Yep.
And they're quite close together, so you can actually operate them within your fingers.
Oh, yep.
So we just slowly go around. We've got no one there. We're good to sleep. We're not going to hit anything behind us. If you go up on the hook,
Yep.
feel that click?
Yep. Yeah, I feel that.
Cool, eh? The computer side of things, you know, the radius is letting you all know your boom angles, all that's new. In the old days, you know, all you had was, if you were lucky, was a bell telling you you were overloaded. Now we've got traffic lights telling you that when you're in the orange, you're getting there. And when you're in the red, you're pretty much down the road. Daniel's shown us very good promise. He's light on his hands, and he's understands what the computer's about and how the ratings work. And yeah, we've thoroughly enjoyed showing him.
Yeah, it's been good, been interesting, learning lots of things, picking up some objects and moving the cranes around was, yeah, a real good experience.
The Skills organisation manages industry training for all crane operating jobs. You can start at 16 years old as a general construction hand and work your way up to dogman and then operator. The Crane Certificate program has level 3 certificates for dogman and crane operator. Training involves a certain amount of theory, but the greater part is hands-on. You are part of the future of New Zealand with a sense of pride in building something New Zealanders use.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.